This morning I'm joined by a special guest. Okay, of course, you've been with me on air. Maria, a special guest. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? How are you?
Good, and you?
I am good. This conversation that we are going to have now. It's going to be a fascinating conversation because it's a conversation that I've been meaning to have. I've been meaning to have, especially with let me call them our peers. Let me call it our peers because sometimes being a PK, it's something else. It's something else, and it's an environment whereby people may think they know us. People may think they know the things that we do and the things that we go through. Mara, they don't know. Mara, before we get there, talk to us. Let the listeners know, who are you?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Tetelo Maranatha Makhwiting. I am a PK, pastor's kid. I've been since birth. So, hey, grew up in the church. That's just me. Yeah, and the conversation we're really going to have, it's a bit controversial, but it needs to be.
No, it needs to be. It needs to be as hard as it needs to be so that, people can get to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. You are born. I'll say you accomplish consciousness. Yeah, let me call it you accomplish consciousness. And then you find yourself in an environment. Talk to me a little bit about that. Like you being young, who were you and what did you love to do when you were young?
I grew up in the church, and can I say that I grew up in a whole lot of Christian environment.
Okay.
Because I was in the church and I also went to a Christian school.
Oh, okay.
So it was double.
Oh, yeah.
Double.
Wow.
Yeah, so everything was just centered around Christ. But gaining conscious, I think it was in Sunday school.
Okay.
When you started to see those kids that were in the church, but they were not really acting like they were in the church.
Okay. They are in the church, but they're not
acting like they're in the church.
Okay.
There was a difference in how we dress, spoke, and just how we were in general. That you could see, this one lives 24/7 under everything Jesus. And then this one, there's a bit of, we can relax here and there. Sundays, that's when we can have a time for Jesus. I think that was where everything really clicked. And being in a Christian school, you would think that, there wouldn't be any pressure or any shame in being a Christian.
Ooh.
I hated when, I think I was in grade 7, when people were saying that, mom rude. Yay. I did not like that. When they're like, you're a pastor's wife. Just because of how I was raised, how I wore, how a lot of things happened. That really was like, okay, no. Yeah, I don't like this.
Okay. Talk to me about those expectations. Or no. The expectation, of course, sometimes people would then forget, or before everything else, you are still you.
I'm still a child.
Yes. But there are these expectations. There are these expectations because of what your parents do. There are these expectations. When you talk to me about those expectations and their pressure.
Till this day, there are still expectations. Expectations that I can't be feeling what other humans should feel. I can't be moody. I can't be angry. I always have to make sure that I'm smiling because at the end of the day, people are going to be saying, hey, that child wa kerekela. No respect, no nothing. And what that does to you is that you really don't know the difference between you and this person that you are giving to the people in the church or people around you. That is the main problem that I had, is that I could not really see myself. I only saw myself at a moment where I was drowning in everything I was feeling.
Okay.
Yeah, there were weeks where, like I told you before we had a conversation, that last year in December, there were weeks that I was not in a mood to talk to anyone. Even going to church, I was saying, I hate coming to this place. Because I felt like people are free to express themselves. When you greet them, they can, be mad, be angry, be moody. But the pastor's kid has to always smile and greet people with a smile, because that's a cross that we are all carrying in our family. Hey, this is the church. Right now we are the church here. So that's the pressure that I faced, that I did not know how to express myself truly.
And talk to me about then you finding who you are. Because the pressure then translates. Ya sa gore ngwana moruti. yeah, or you must do what they are doing. You must behave the way that they are behaving. Everything church. Talk to me about you then saying, you know what? Even though I may be in this environment, I still need to find me. How was that experience for you?
That was tough. First off, if I went to school with you, you know that the person speaking now and the person at school, hey, two different people. Because now I had to adjust to, I was very stubborn that I wanted to fit in.
Okay.
So peer pressure was killing me.
Okay.
So I did fit in the way I spoke, the way I thought. It was not the way you would expect a pastor's child to speak like, right? So that was me. Taking a decision to change, I think it was after high school. Because the moment high school ends, you start to realize, high school is not your family. And high school is not the people that you're going to be surrounding yourself now 24/7 with.
Yes.
Because back then, you had to surround yourself with these people. If you were not going to change, the environment was not going to change for you.
Yes.
So you needed to make a plan, fit in or move on. So you fit in, and now after high school, I'm like, but it's like this man being my dad, he really brought true salvation. He brought something to rescue me. Now I want to take it serious. It started from the age of 18 until now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was when I wanted to make a change, not for other people,
but for
myself. Important for myself, not for anybody
and for
else.
anyone else. Talk to me about that encounter there. Because what we always, let me not say always, majority, what happens with our peer group is that they never get to that point. Itabasala akwatela batswadi, akwatela kereke, akwatela le modimo, and then I feel like, you know what, I don't even want this church. And they do other things. They get involved in other things, and then you wonder, what not? You are doing these things because of that anger. How was that encounter that you had with God there? Beyond the expectations, but that personal encounter there?
Being angry won't solve anything. The moment you are angry, it's okay. I'm not going to say don't be angry because, again, feel what you need to feel. But at the same time, don't forget, once you've been introduced to Christianity, God is going to make a way for you to come back crying to Him.
Oh, yes.
It's always like that. Trust me. You can say, I am backsliding. But the Lord is not a fool. He is going to make you cry. That same thing you left Him for, you're going to come back crying for it. If you're crying for your parents' love and you're angry now that you feel like they don't love you as a PK because, they prioritize church members more than you, you are going to cry. You're going to come back and cry for your mother and your father. For me, it was that. It was at that moment when I realized that, there's no change. There's nothing happening if I'm angry. So what's the use of me being angry when it's not benefiting me either way? Oh,
yes. Whether I'm angry or not, the result is still the same. It's still the same. Wow. And then you've got this encounter, but yet, even the pressure still remains even today. Still remains today or no, man. We are expecting her to be married by this age.
I reject.
We are expecting her to have her life figured out by this time. How then do you then deal with those now?
Imperfection. Christians, we have made Christianity seem as if it's supposed to be a perfect straight line.
Oh, yes.
It is not supposed to be a perfect straight line. Just like any relationship, there are potholes, there are some up and downs. And accepting that in this walk, you will have your downs is very important.
Oh, yes.
I don't believe that the moment you get born again or the moment you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, let's say that, right? Or you take Him serious, rather. I don't expect that sinning completely stops at that moment. You not being a slave to sin is going to take time.
Yes.
It's going to take you remaining in His word. And imagine, it's something that you're not used to. Actually, you are used to a normal that you made yourself, a normal that is not normal.
Yes.
Now, God has brought you back to this house.
Yes.
For you to be there, you need to accept, in this house, there are windows and there's a door. And that door and those windows are where a lot of things can go out and a lot of things can get in. Christianity is not a box where you get in and then you're just there sitting. Without change, there is no growth.
Oh, yes.
So allowing yourself in this walk with Christ, to change is very important. To change and grow is very important. And that's the reason why I'm not scared to say any of my opinions. If I say an opinion today and tomorrow I change my opinion, and you're going to be like, but I'm going to tell you that, yes, I'm human.
Change.
I'm a room, you know. Things come out, things come in.
Yes.
It means now I've gotten more knowledge and I'm changing my mind. So as young Christians, I think accepting that you are imperfect, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, because I think then we let the pressure get to us. I don't know, man. That one must do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you start defining yourself based on those expectations, and then there you go. You find.
And that's why many people, they can't be Christians. It's because they have seen fakeness. They've seen Christians out there who are very perfect. If I saw a perfect person and I'm imperfect, I wouldn't want to be next to them because I'm going to always feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. If Christians were open about temptations that they have, many people would be like, okay, it seems like we are the same. Can we also get in? But me getting in with my temptations, I'm not going to stay with my temptations. Eventually, they're going to go away, you know? So accepting that you're not perfect as a Christian as a whole will help a lot of people.
No, you just reminded me because I remember one time there was this pastor that I thought I wanted to be like until I heard him tell his story. And you know when someone tells a perfect story, and then you look at yourself and you be like, but this guy, where do I fit in? And to make matters worse, he then would make you feel bad for you being you. Like for the mistakes that you've made, and now you're just in this spiral, and you'll be like, man, I want to have an encounter with the God that you have. But the problem is the way that you are presenting this God that you have. Because now the presentation is making me not to want that God, because now the way that you are treating me, or even the words that you say towards me, I'm like, man.
But then that's the problem also in church, is that with you, like you said, you had this pastor and he was very perfect in a sense and he made you feel bad. Pastors won't feel comfortable preaching the true salvation because everybody has their own demons, has their own past. If your past is that you used to be a criminal and the pastor goes there and says, God does not want criminals. And they're going to be, but I was a criminal. You guys are not giving them a space to preach true salvation. So I get what you're saying, that, it kind of is weird when someone puts a perfect image in front of people. If we are open to seeing the other side of the mirror, it would help so much.
Oh, yes.
It would really help. Seeing pastors who can talk about, but there are some pastors, who don't have really a bad past. But there's some pastors who do, but they don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's as if you're hiding it now.
That's bad.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Because God will expose it.
Oh, yes. Or even worse, the media will.
It will come out.
Yes. Because then, this is very important, because, such conversations, we never get to have them because, we... Okay. No, this time is flying. Okay, in conclusion, there's a young man, young woman who are in I'm a pastor's kid. Salea kwata la batswadi, kwata la mudimu, and everyone else. And man, I'll try to numb the space and the emptiness that I feel in me that is only reserved for Christ. I'll numb it with other things. It may be alcohol, it may be drugs, it may be whatever it is that they are trying. What message would you say to that young one?
I would say, you think you know the God you're angry at, but you don't.
Ooh.
You don't. You grew up in the church. You know some of the stories. You know Noah, you know Moses. But trust me, you don't know the God that you were meant to know. Sit down. Before you can even go to your parents, sit down. And I want you to start reading the Bible. The Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And know the type of God he is. By you knowing that, you will know that you are angry at someone who is very merciful, someone who wants the best for you, but someone who also tells you that in this walk you will go through turmoils, turbulences. Stop being angry at him, and you will only stop if you allow him to love you. You allow him to love you by you opening that book that you're running away from. That's the first step. Then after that, you can go to your parents, but start with him first.
Start with him, yeah, because that's where a lot of people miss it. In the anger, they miss to have their own personal encounter le Modimo. I don't know, man. They want to have the encounter le Modimo. Their fathers.
It's not like that.
Yeah, and
my mom always says that this thing is not mine. I cannot go to heaven and say I'm going with my child. My child will also get there and Liana be judged for what she did.
Ooh.
So it is yours. It's your job to find out who he is, not what they tell you he is. That's a problem that they did.
Wow. Okay, one last one. Got the last 2 minutes. If you had a message to say to your parents, what would that message be?
You guys are doing amazing. I think now you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for prioritizing us in a way you guys did. And now I understand, but younger me wouldn't have in a way. But I love you guys. So yeah, other pastors should come and listen to you a bit and how you try and prioritize us.
Wow.
Yeah.